You're listening to the Alan Alvarez Experience on AM 1130 and OC 882 KPHI.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we're back. And don't forget, on the FM 96.7 and streaming on PinoyPowerMedia.com. So welcome back, everybody. And we are now here with our bi-weekly segment, actually, with our the most powerful man from the Philippines here in Hawaii, none other than former ambassador and Consul General Julius D. Torres. Good afternoon, sir.
Magandang hapon sa iyo, Alan.
Yes, magandang hapon po sa inyo. And with us this afternoon, we have representatives from the Filipino Community Center, directors on the board of director. We have Ms. Rosa Quino.
Hi, aloha.
Hello, aloha. We have Ms. Nobleza Lewis.
Hi there.
And committee chair for the upcoming gala on Saturday, Mr. Paul Alimbuyao.
Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat.
All right. Okay, so we're here this afternoon. Pwede ba tayong magtagalog?
No problem.
I mean,
Except for
Not really.
wait, we have some Tagalog, some English, so we'll do Taglish. How's
Yeah, we'll do
Taglish?
Taglish.
Okay, we'll do
Okay.
Taglish. Okay. So this, just to set the background, this Saturday is the 10th anniversary celebration of the Filipino Community Center of Hawaii in Oahu.
Yes, that's right. And we have the Bayanihan Gala, October 6th at the Coral Ballroom, Hilton Hawaiian Village.
Yes. And I want to just to get the point of view, of course, of our Consul General. Sir, how important is it for a community, especially the Filipino community, to have a center like the FilCom Center that we have here?
Very, very important, Alan. As you know, it serves as a focal point for community activities, and it's a source of pride for all of the Filipinos here in Hawaii and also in the United States. As we all know, it's the biggest community center outside of the Philippines.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And how is it like being tasked with this 10th anniversary celebration, guys? You know,
Actually,
Paul's been very busy.
I
You know?
know. All of us have been very busy, but it's fun. We're reaching out to the community, to our Filipino organization partners, the community leaders, and we've been getting a very, very warm reception. So we're hoping for a full blast on Saturday.
Oh yes, I'd like to take this opportunity to invite each and everyone to attend the FilCom 10th year anniversary. They call it the Bayanihan Gala Dinner. And during this event, we will honor, of course, the Senator Daniel Akaka for his years of service to Hawaii. And also at the same time, we're taking the opportunity to honor the four banks, namely American Savings Bank, Bank of Hawaii, Central Pacific Bank, and First Hawaiian Bank. These institutions has been very supportive of the Filipino community in particular and to the Hawaii community in general.
This is really a good opportunity for us Filipinos not only to showcase our talents and our culture to our fellow Filipinos, but also the rest of the community in Hawaii. So, you know, we do need to show our pride and be proud of our culture. And I think this is a very good event for us to showcase that.
Okay, Consul General, you know you've been around. Yeah, you've been many. I know you've been all around the world, and you know the name Torres is very strong in the diplomatic circles. What do you think about our community center here in Hawaii?
Well, I visited the center a couple of times, or maybe several times, and it never ceases to amaze me how much they have accomplished. Not only the physical structure, but the programs they have launched. Marami makikinabang doon sa mga programa nila, Alan. At ang problema lang, nasa malayo kasi sa Pali Highway. Kaya hindi kami madalas makapasyal doon. Pero nagsisilbi itong tipanan din ng mga Pilipino, no? Just like our lanay at the Philippine Consulate General. No? So parang nagkakaroon kami ng bipolar. Dahil dalawa ang sentro ng Filipino activities. At sa mga darating na taon, Paigtingin namin ang pag-uugnayan ng FilCom at ng Philippine Consulate General para yung mga programa namin will complement each other at saka magkaroon ng full synergy yung dalawang sentro ng Filipino communities dito sa Oahu.
You know, it's like a plaza to me. No, really,
It
because
is,
there's so
yeah.
much, particularly this past weekend.
Mm-hmm.
Kasi I was there.
Oh,
They hold the UFCH had their OFCC, I think.
OFCC,
They
yeah.
had their
Correct.
meeting.
Yeah.
Yes.
It just so happens na nandun din yung special presentation nila ng family night that day. And it was really like a plaza kasi ang daming activities going on. You know, meetings and dancing and, you know,
Yeah.
cultural.
And really, that's the purpose of the fundraising, really, is to support our ongoing projects. There's various projects, so we welcome you to log on to our website, filcom.org.
FilCom.org.
Yes.
Yeah, but
and-
more importantly, we welcome you to visit the center. There is something going on at the center practically every day. They're open 7 days a week, and they're doing their FilCom Sundays. And I think that's a good opportunity to get to know the center and get to know the Filipino culture.
Yes.
And you know, it's not too late for Saturday. So for those of you who don't have tickets yet, please come and see us. And you can call me, Paul or Noblesa. We're on the website. And at this point, I would like to recognize our sponsors,
Go
in
ahead, go
addition to
ahead.
the 4 banks: Bank of Hawaii, Central Pacific Bank, First Hawaiian Bank. I also want to acknowledge Hawaii Regional Council of Carpenters, Pacific Resource Partnership, Consuelo Alger Foundation, Hawaiian Electric Company, HMSA, Monsanto Company, L&L Drive-In, Service Foundation, the Queens Medical Center, NIH, Cheney Brooks, House of Finance, Governor Ben Cayetano, Y Hata, Aloha Rehabilitation Services, Maria Etrata Foundation, Bill Mills and Kathy Mills, and Hawaiian Airlines.
Yes, and I just like to share with sa mga nakikinig sa KPHI, ang team po ng pagdiriwang sa event na October 6 ay pagdiriwang at pasasalamat. Para sa mga hindi nakakaintindi ang Tagalog, ang ibig sabihin po is celebration and appreciation. Kasi ang PhilCom, we couldn't believe it. 10 years ago, pinaplano, pinapangarap ito, pero we're proud that we survived 10 years. And again, we made it through because of the efforts of a lot of individuals and a lot of these companies that Rose just mentioned. And and it extended also to a lot of our Filipino community partners. That's why we would like all of you to come and join the festivities, share the success of the PhilCom celebrating its 10th year anniversary.
Okay, and so again, that's on Saturday, the October 6th.
October 6th, correct.
At the Hilton Coral Ballroom at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Tickets are still available.
Tickets are still available.
Okay.
So besides the entertainment that we're going to actually have silent auction. So
Yes.
it's an opportunity to pick up some good deals that evening.
Yes, and KPHI gave a great deal for you guys.
Yes,
That's
Hopefully
right.
so
you'll-
much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you very much.
KPHI.
And
Yes.
it starts at 5:30. Cocktails is at 5:30.
Oh, you have an open bar wet bar that
well,
night.
Correct, we
No.
do. It's
Okay.
no host, but
No host.
all you can drink.
Okay.
And then what? Dinner starts at 7, right? Yeah.
7.
And from 5:30 to 8 o'clock, the silent auction is going. Is it 8 o'clock?
8:30, I
8:30,
think. We're going to
okay.
give them
We
more
extended
time.
it 30 minutes because we have very, very good choices, and we have tons of donors actually for our silent auction.
Mhm. Okay, sir. You coming from the Philippine consulate and with the PhilCom Center, how is it going into a place where there's a Filipino center? Is it easier when you work with the Filipinos from the consulate to the community by working through the center, or is it not better without it?
Well, definitely with the center there, our work is a lot easier In fact, one of the things I'm going to propose to Rose Germa is that some weekends we might hold some activities there, for example, the deadline for registration of overseas voters is nearing. That's on at the end of October, and maybe we could have one weekend there where we could uh, register voters, Filipino voters, so that those living around that area will find it easier because they might find it hard to travel to the consulate at the Valley Highway. So we have a big concentration of Filipinos in that area, uh, in White Kele, White Pao area. So we might as well bring a registration machine so that in case they haven't yet registered to vote for next year's election, they can register at the FilCom. But there are so many other programs we can cooperate with FilCom. And having these two centers, it serves the Filipino community here very well because we serve mostly those who don't have American citizenships yet. And FilCom, in turn, serves mostly those who already have acquired American citizenship. But the goals are the same: keeping Filipino culture alive and well, projecting it favorably in local milieu. So it's it feels like we have four hands instead of just two.
Sure.
Thank you.
Sure. Yeah, I'd like to pose that same question to you guys. How is it to have such a dynamic and supportive Philippine consulate and consul general, of course, to work with in this vast community that we have here, Filipino community?
Well, it's a great honor and opportunity to closely work with the Consul General. And I think I really like his idea, considering that the Philcom Center is like the hub of where the predominantly Filipino population lives. And sometimes, to be honest with the Consul General, going to the Philippine consulate, sometimes some Filipinos will say it's too far. They don't want to go to the White House. Yun ang sinasabi nila.
It is a White House.
It is
There's
a
a
White
White House.
Yeah,
There's lots and lots of parking at FilCom Center.
Absolutely, that makes it.
another program. I think one of the programs we're cooperating with the FilCom Center is the parole exhibit.
Oh yes. Tell us about that, Ambassador, Consul
The
General.
paroles that we'll be displaying at the Consulate General will be moved to the FilCom after December 16 or 17. And so they will be on display at the FilCom. This is the first parole festival we will be having in Honolulu, and hopefully it will be successful, and the success will continue when the paroles transfer to FilCom.
I've been asked, Consul General, to adopt a parole.
Wow.
That's what I hear. So is it a fundraising for the for your office, or is it
No.
a fundraiser for us?
No, it's
But I know
uh,
it's going at 200 or
FAW?
250.
It's not a
Is it-
fundraising. It's basically just being
Also-
used to offset the expenses involved in staging that exhibit. But if there are
Yes.
any funds extra afterwards, we will. I'm sure it will be given to a good cause
I
by
bet
the
you- mhm.
PCCH.
I'm actually very excited to adopt my parole. So
Those
with
ones
my
are
big
really
name.
good.
Yeah.
Actually, that event is going to be a 2-week event. It's going to culminate with the pass off of the paroles to the Filipino Community Center.
Yes.
That will be the closing ceremonies. And each night we're going to have some pakulo.
And
So
cultural,
invited,
yeah.
yeah, you're all invited, especially on December 14th. Oh, no, November 31st. November 30. Because
There's no November 3rd.
the 31st. November 31st.
November.
Is
There's
it
no
November?
30.
Is it
no,
30?
There's
Okay.
only 30 days in November.
There you go. November 30, the last day, is the lighting ceremony,
That's the first day.
and we would like to invite everybody to that.
Yes.
And also December 14, because of the KPHI night
Oh.
for the parole.
Nice.
Yay.
Anyway, you wanted to say something more about the upcoming event here for Saturday.
Oh, besides just reminding everyone about the event on Saturday and
Mhm.
to encourage everyone who has not bought a ticket to go ahead. It's not too late. Today's Tuesday. You still have a good 4 days to buy a ticket from for the event. You can contact either myself, my name is Nobleza, or our esteemed chair, Paul Alimbuyao. our esteemed co-chair, Rose Marie Aquino of Bank of Hawaii. You can call us for a ticket or just call the FilCom Center and they can
Right.
provide you more information,
Mhm.
hopefully.
Okay, okay, and okay, I had another question for you guys. Uh, being tasked, okay, the first 10 years were difficult. I'm sure.
And it's
You
still
could-
Yeah,
difficult.
It's still difficult,
yeah,
right?
yes.
What challenges do you think are ahead of you going into the next 10 years as far as the PhilCom Center is concerned and its development?
You know, I do want to stress the fact that the center is actually profitable. It actually can sustain itself. So whatever it makes from it, all the programs, all the rentals, is actually enough to sustain the operation of the center. What we're working towards actually for this fundraiser is the construction loan that went into building that center. So if you
Oh,
look
okay.
at the successes of community centers, the Filipino Community Center is actually one of the most successful centers for all centers, not just Filipinos, but all cultural centers. So, as Paul and as Rose has said, the first 10 years were difficult because it was the building year, but
Yes.
what we're looking forward to in the next 10 years is to thrive, really thrive and to flourish in getting our culture out there, not only to our Filipino people, but to the rest of the community because I think it's very important. I think we have something very special to share,
Sure.
and I think that's something that we can share not only with the Filipinos or the Leeward Coast, but with just Hawaii itself.
Hmm. Hmm.
And the first 10 years was under the stewardship of Toy Are.
Yes,
And
Madam
he
Toy.
he actually retired,
Hmm.
but he's still very much behind us, and we still go for him
Supportive.
for support. And of course, we now have Rose Churma,
Hmm.
who's leading the way. So we have good leaders,
Hmm.
and I think we have the cooperation of the other community leaders. So we're really very positive moving forward, and we hope that the coming gala on Saturday, we really hope to get more people to come. So that would actually help the Philcom Center tremendously.
Hmm. Hmm.
Uh,
Paul.
I think, in my opinion, right now, this is the first part of what we're doing, and we thank you, KPHI, for allowing us. I think it's the fact is the Center was built, but it's the fact is we have to let a lot of the people, not just the Filipinos, but the entire Hawaii community, to be fully aware that there's a center that's open to the public. We're not limiting it to the Filipino community. Go visit the center. Uh, Look at it.
We have beautiful banquet
Check the
rooms,
website.
yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of facilities that we can offer. And believe it or not, I know it's in the west side of Honolulu, but try. And we're taking this opportunity. It's awareness. That's number one. Let it be known that there is a center out there.
And a beautiful one at that.
I totally agree, and I commend you for coming on KPHI and utilizing this media outlet to get your word out because that's part of our mission to inform and empower our Filipino kababayans.
And thank you for
Oo.
allowing us to
Yeah.
come here
Tama lang naman yan.
and
Yeah.
broadcast our message.
Kaya nga yun ang ibig sabihin ng KPHI, di ba?
Yeah.
Keeping Filipinos of Hawaii informed.
There you go. I like that. I like that. Paul, you want a job?
Galing.
I tell you.
He's good at that.
Yes, yes.
And
So-
it's an honor to share it with the Consul
Yeah.
General.
Oh, I'm happy. He allowed us. Consul General has a segment on the program every other Tuesday.
Oh, okay. We'll join you.
Yes. So I'm glad he.
Anytime you need company.
There you go.
We're here.
I know it's get crowded.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
You know, the success of FilCom Center here in Honolulu has inspired the other communities of the outer islands. You know, in
Mhm.
Kauai, they're going to have their own center. It's also an ambitious one. I think they're planning a $10 million project, and they've acquired the property already. And I don't know how soon the groundbreaking will be, but I'm sure that they were inspired by FilCom Center here in Waipaho, and they're going to try to rival it. I said, be modest. You cannot rival FilCom Center. It's really something grand, you know.
So you're saying, sir, that this is somewhat of a positive effect for the Filipino community, not just on Oahu, but the entire state,
Yes,
considering,
yes.
yeah.
And I was advising them, you don't really confine that center to the Filipinos. It's a center for all people,
Mhm.
all races and cultures. And everyone knows, of course, that it was built by the Filipino organizations and
Mhm.
Filipino individuals. But still, it's open to everybody. But the pride is there for the Filipinos, so that's very important.
Hmm. Hmm. So it's nice to know that there's positive messages coming out. You are a vehicle for positive change in the
Mhm,
state,
mhm.
the Filipino Community Center, and of course the Philippine Consulate General. How is it? Uh, do you feel is it a heavy task to be? Do you feel responsible for making these positive
Oh
changes?
yeah.
Both the
Definitely.
consulate and the Philcom. You guys
Yeah,
feel that?
yeah,
Yes,
Yeah.
it's a heavy
yes.
weight on our shoulder because
Hmm.
we wanted to make a success out of this.
Hmm.
So yeah, we're working very hard,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
But it's
we
worth
also have
it.
a full-time job. So
Still, so far, right now.
Hmm. Hmm. No, I commend your
Mhm.
efforts. I commend all your work because I know it's hard. This is all volunteer stuff.
Yes.
I know. I do the same thing, and I'm sure Consul, it's also all in the service of the Filipino.
Yes, at saka isa pang epekto nung pagbisita ko sa FilCom Center,
Sir,
ginanahan akong pagandahin din yung Consulate General kasi
naku, tingnan nyo
nakakahiya
naman
kami
yun.
kung ikukumpara sa FilCom Center kaya kahit papaano kahit kukonting pondo ginagawa namin para pagandahin din dahil baka lahat na ng mga Pilipino doon na lang pupunta hindi na pupunta sa
Or
amin.
maybe i-move na yung consulate doon sa
Sa Philippines.
There you go.
That's a good idea.
No, that's a great point, sir. Because it does influence each other in positive ways. And
Yeah.
one way is the garden, which is you have very good landscaping at the Philcom Center.
Can you imagine if the consulate moves to Philcom? We'll pay down our mortgage loan.
You won't have a mortgage loan; it'll be paid off. All right. So anyway, again, guys, please extend the invitation again to our listeners.
Go ahead, Paul. Chair.
Okay, one more time, I'd like to invite each and everyone to attend and support the Fulcom Bayanihan Gala Dinner this coming Saturday. We're still accepting individuals, donations, and everything. Please feel free to check our website. And before I turn over the mic to Rose and Noblessa, talking about Philcom, I know the Consul General was talking about some that trying to set up a center, but here's a quote from Colin Powell: "A dream doesn't become reality through magic. It takes sweat, determination, and hard work." And sa Filipino, ang tawag yan is bayanihan. With that, I'll turn it over to Noblessa.
Thank you, Paul. Actually, I know Rose has mentioned our major sponsors. We also want to mention, some of the donors that actually are donating to the event right now. So they can also be recognized. One of our donors is one of our honorees, American Savings Bank. First Insurance is a donor. Ramon Kasai MD Inc. I'm sorry. Give it to me. Then you can continue, Rose. You can say these names a
Go
lot
ahead.
better than me.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Fort Elizaga, San Nicolas Goodwill Foundation, Kahirup Ilonggo, City Mill, Dr. George Camara.
Okay.
And we're waiting for some more.
Okay.
Well, I'd like
Sure.
to add my appeal to our kababayans to not only attend but support the celebration, the 10th year anniversary celebration of Philcom. And also, it's a night when we are honoring Senator Daniel Kaka, who has also championed a lot of Filipino causes. So it's a very worthy night. So don't think about the cost. Think
Yes.
about the effect.
Yes, and
And the value that you get from coming.
yes, and it's not just that; it's contributing to a center, like we said, has positive change for the community, and in a community that's so rich with Filipinos and the Filipino culture, I think we need that.
We do.
We need a
do.
pillar.
We
We need
do.
a center. We need a center of our culture and influence. Of course, aside from the Philippine Consulate General, but you guys work together, and the synergy really, I think, is very good for the Filipinos here in Hawaii. So, ayan mga kababayan, this Saturday, October 6, 6 o'clock at the Hilton Hawaiian Village. Punta po kayo. Buong
Coral
barangay,
Ballroom.
lahat kayo at the Coral Ballroom. Dalhin nyo mga kaibigan nyo, kamag-anak nyo, kapitbahay. Punta po kayo. It's a great cause. And I want to thank the Consul General for coming in here live this week. He usually calls in, but thank you, sir.
Maraming salamat din, Alan, at maraming salamat sa ating mga tagapakinig.
Yes, sir. And I want to thank Miss Rosa Aquino
Hi, thank you. Maraming salamat po.
and Miss Nobleza Lewis.
Thanks again to KPHI and Alan. Thank you.
Thank you. And of course, Mr. Handsome himself there, Mr.
Yes.
Paul Alimbuyao.
Maraming salamat po, and to you, Alan, and KPHR.
Thank you very much.
More power to KPHI.
Maraming salamat. We'll do our best to get this event going, and
Thank
we'll be
you.
continuing promoting
Thank
it.
you.
The
Thank you
ads are
so
running.
much.
Thank you very much, guys.
Thank you.
Okay,
Okay.
so lahat tayo magkikita
Thank
doon,
you.
mga kababayan. Thank you very much, guys.
See you
And we'll
there.
see you there. All right,
Bye.
so again, this is Alan Alvarez with the Alan Alvarez Experience. And I just want to say thank you very much to everybody for coming down here and promoting the upcoming event. So huwag niyong kalimutan yan, mga kababayan. That's October 6, 6 o'clock at the Hilton Hawaiian Village Coral Ballroom. The Filipino Community Center 10th year anniversary. Pagdiriwang pagsasalamat, mga kababayan. So we'll see you all there. This is Alan Alvarez saying goodbye for this week. Inviting you next week for more of the Alan Alvarez Experience. And stay tuned for Mr. Courtney Brown. He'll be coming in here with his Hawaii Resource Financial Resource Program. Maraming salamat po at gusto ko pong sabihin, mabuhay ang Pilipino sa Hawaii.
KPHI Honolulu, K244EO Honolulu, 96.7 FM, 11:30 AM, a service of